Since the 1920s, when you thought of a job, it was most likely a 9 to 5 job. Quotes like, "Thank God it's Friday," or shows like, "Everybody Hates Mondays," have been a staple of our society for almost 100 years. The same thing goes with students, spending most of the day wishing for the day to go by faster and wanting to take a nap instead of learning. We've done it so long that we believe it works. But with the sudden outbreak of COVID-19, most people's lives got flipped upside down, and for the lucky few that kept their jobs and students in school, the flaws of the classic 9 to 5 become apparent. To start, why do 9 to 5 jobs even exist? According to Sabrina Sun, a content marketing specialist who spends most of her time writing and researching on ways to make employees happier. In summary, at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, workers would commonly work 10 to 12-hour factory jobs. These were labor-intensive and dangerous. However, they required very little knowledge or specialization in its field. When Henry Ford started to give his workers 8-hour workdays, this stimulated national discussion and eventually led to the signing of the Fair Labor Standards Act. But jobs have changed since then. For one, we spend most of our time in chairs. Not exactly the picture that comes to mind when thinking of a labor-intensive job. Also, people don't work the same. Give two people the same assignments, and one will probably take 3 hours instead of 30 minutes and do a worse job. A far cry from the factory assembly lines where the 9 to 5 originated. If people are getting their work done, why should it matter? A survey conducted by VoucherCloud found that nearly 2,000 office workers admitted that they only worked 3 out of the 8 hours they are clocked in. And according to the New York Times, 59% of workers said that they feel more productive when working remotely rather than in an office. Companies like Amazon have found with the implementation of 30 or 32-hour flexible work weeks, productivity stays the same or even more in some cases. In this rare moment where the flaws of the 9 to 5 are exposed, it is important to think of the changes for not only the mental health of the people who work these jobs, but to make better use of human resources.